Ta-da.
Yes, David hit the right button this time. No, take your time. No, take it easy. Don't rush over. No. I wouldn't want you to strain anything. Just come over so we can start talking to these lovely people.
I can't stab him because
Let's
the
talk
camera's
comics.
on. Actually, let's talk comic books on a budget. This is a YouTube-only segment. Where we don't do this for the podcast because, number one, it's too short, and number two, we want to drive you to our YouTube channel where if you subscribe, it's great, and the channel gets bigger, and it's really good.
We like bigger. Bigger's good. I mean, for the podcast. And hamburgers. We like bigger.
Don't do a giggity. Please don't do a giggity. Stop it. All right, guys, so this is Comic Books on a Budget for July the 8th.
And by the way, we finally get to do this again.
Yeah.
It's only been
There's
4
enough
months.
comics for it to matter.
It's only been 4 months since we got to do this. So.
And we did forget to do it 2 weeks ago when there was a crap ton of comics.
Sorry.
But that's okay. We're back to it. Bringing our public service into the arena of all things important.
I see your list. What's going on?
Well, I see your list too, but I can't read it. So
wait, hold on. You got yours out of order. So let's just make sure it's correct.
Mine are in order.
Correct order. So
all right, so guys, really quickly, the premise of Books on a Budget is if I only had $20 to spend, what would I get? And typically speaking, that's gonna be about 4 books because books are about $4 a piece these days, and we can't sales tax and all that good stuff in there.
well, I mean. You may be able to do 5 books depending on the discount you get from your subscriber.
Very true.
Literally, this is just, hey, listen, if there's only a 10% discount, you got to include tax. It's about $20. So and
depending on where you live.
It really it's
so the other premise that we put in here when we started doing this is that we're going to speak to why the book's important, and in some cases, if you're a speculator, if you want to buy 3 copies and list them on eBay, what we think would be good for speculation. In some cases, this is my favorite book and I'm not going to do without it. So we'll talk a little bit about why we chose what we chose. So, sir, what was your number 1?
Batman 94.
I don't disagree with your choice.
Awesome.
So why is it your number 1 choice?
Because it's Batman. Well, here's the thing. So we know Joker War is going on. This is Tynan.
Okay, no, Joker War starts at Batman 95. This is the road to.
This
Joker
is road
War.
to okay. So road to Joker War. I'm sorry.
And it's been phenomenal.
I mean, I wasn't ready for 93. I wasn't ready for Joker, from Harley get her throat cut.
Her throat cut by Punchline.
I was not ready for that. Wasn't ready for Catwoman to get shot in the head. Wasn't ready for Batman to be stabbed in the leg and all of his money stolen. Wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready. So, 94. Literally, I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for Tuesday so I can go and pull this book and go. Okay, I'm going to read it now before David can. Yes, okay. Now David can read it. So.
I really do get squee texts. It's
like, oh my God, did you see this? So yes, he gets that all the time, and it's a lot of fun. So what's your number 1?
Money Shot number 6.
I can't wait for the book. Don't get me wrong, it's on my list, but just not my top 4. Just saying. There's others that I very, very much want to see next.
So Tim Seeley writes a book called Money Shot, and it is the story of the sex explorers in a XXX on sex, who basically are scientists in a time in the future where we made alien contact. Aliens took one look at us and went, "We want nothing to do with you," and swore us out of the Federation forever. And so humanity has abandoned all interest in science.
Well, not all interest, but majority. People just don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care about exploring the universe. They're like, whatever.
So they basically use the internet for porn, which that's mostly what it's used for anyway. But the scientists decide that after one of them observes this really kinky thing online, that the only way to fund real science now is to find new kink amongst the stars. And she has a teleporter, and so
which is given to us by these aliens.
No.
I thought the aliens gave us a teleporter.
No, you're making shit up.
No, I thought the aliens gave us
that is, she designed it.
Oh, she designed it. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought the aliens gave us the technology.
You just tag in your imagination. So anyway, so we are on issue 6. The first arc is over. This is the first issue of the second arc. I encourage all of you to adopt a comic book or create a comic book nerd by adoption. This is a book that I actually buy 2 copies of and send to a friend of mine. She has fallen in love with Money Shot. I think of all the things I've given her, it's probably her favorite because it has tons of heart. Yes, it is very mature content. So, guys, this isn't for your kids.
The title says Money Shot.
But people don't always associate that with pornography. The money shot, when you're talking about stars, would be Brad Pitt's face on camera. That's not...
That's the Money Shot.
Right.
I got you.
Swear sometimes. Anyway, so I chose it because it is one of my favorite stories going currently, and I'm really excited to see
it's fantastic.
the start of the second arc.
I love this.
Tim Seeley's amazing.
When we first knew it was coming out, David and I both like, hell yes, sign me up for that.
And
yes.
it's done by Vault Comics. You talk about how you like to support small print or small publishers. I think.
And by the way, Vault is not a huge company. Man, Bleed Them Dry is a big one right now for them. This is big, but it's not a huge company. So their limited runs, they're probably 25, 30,000 comics. That's about it. So this is one that it gets harder and harder to find because most places don't order bunches of them. So,
which, interestingly enough, if it then catches on and turns into a movie or turns into something bigger, it becomes valuable. So I'm not going to say that Money Shot issue 6 is one that I would speculate on, but it is a damn good read, and the first trade's coming. So
but all the Batman run right now, I would think about buying an extra copy of.
Yeah.
Not only do you have an amazing writing staff, amazing art, but you have this.
We're changing the face of the Batman continuity.
By the end of this, things will be radically different.
Well, they've already said by Detective Comics 1027, the Bat universe will never be the same. Right. And interestingly enough, we're going to talk about something in Doomsday Clock that I think confirms a thing from Catwoman 80th Anniversary Special, and some of those threads are already being pulled. Which is why it makes me love being a comic book nerd. I feel like a comic book scientist almost.
What's your number 2?
So my number 2 is an advice for the speculators. Deceased Dead Planet #1.
Tom Taylor.
Now, am I more excited to read that than Batman 94, which was your number 1, and in my number 3? Hell no, I'm much more excited about Batman 94. But on the speculator front, I think Deceased Dead Planet is a good option because while it's, as far as I know, not any first appearances, it is the first time you're going to see Damian as Batman as an adult. It is the first time you're going to see John as Superman as an adult.
Which are both first appearances.
And you're going to see Cassie, help me, as Wonder Woman. Yeah. So we got a blonde Wonder Woman, and they're basically coming back to Earth to
find out if there's any survivors.
Yeah, to see what they can do. And we have Constantine on the cover, which we already know from Unkillables, that they were in the green zone at Gotham. So should be a really fun read, but I also think it has the possibility of spiking in value, even though it's not main continuity. It's the Taylorverse.
It's the Taylorverse, and honestly, Tom Taylor has done... I don't think anyone thought that he could pull... I don't thought he had these chops.
Right.
But Deceased #1 hits you in the face, and it's just like... And it goes... And Unkillables, amazing. So this truly was... This is... I can't wait for this book, and that is actually my number 3.
Okay, so our number 3 is Resolve. Mine's Batman 94. Yours is...
My number 2 is Young Justice number 16. I'm so thankful Young Justice is finally coming back. I've really enjoyed this run. You've got Naomi and the Teen. You've got the Teen Lantern. You've got Amethyst. You've got Connor Kent is back. You've got Tim Drake as Drake.
It's so funny. It's so bad.
It's so
Tim Drake as Drake.
He'd be so much better if he were Robin again, but that's fine. So, we'll fix that later. We'll fix that later.
Is he gonna grow a beard and then start doing internet memes? I mean, like, because that's Drake.
Drake is the bird. It's a predatory bird.
Drake is the rapper that came from a Canadian.
I know who Drake is, but I'm talking. No, this is yes, I do know who Drake is. I have music on. All right, so anyway.
Wait a minute. You're gonna identify him as Rihanna's boyfriend, aren't you?
I actually have Drake music on my iPod.
He's hip, y'all.
No, it's just because my son, my 22-year-old, has Drake music, and I tend to listen to what he does. So, that was number 2.
So
we both have our number 3s. Let's just skip to number 4. What's your number 4?
Detective Comics 1023.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing for Batman 94.
Is this also for Joker War?
It is also a setup for Joker War. The cover has Joker over the top of Batman. I want to say either pointing a gun at his face or poking him in the cowl or whatever. And I think he's saying, "Let's see who's under there."
Does he have a crowbar?
He does not have a crowbar that I noticed. But
That's definitely a favorite weapon of his.
I have absolutely loved the detective run.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last issue, we found out that Harvey Dent has been a pawn of Joker unknowingly for a long time. And
Yeah.
so I'm really excited to see what they're doing with Detective. Detective and Batman are not often in the same timeline continuity.
Usually they're set slightly apart.
And they only in really big events pull them together.
Yeah.
Once again, Joker War going to be a really big event.
I kind of like to see him pull the Bat family back together. You know, Batwoman and Clayface and Orphan, and I'd like to see that dynamic back together, but I have no idea that's going to happen. Really, I don't know. My number 4 is Strange Academy number 2. I'm very excited about Strange Academy. Number 1 was genuinely fantastic. 5 first appearances. I mean, this was a big book.
What's Dormammu kid's first name? It's like Drake Dormammu.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Or Dylan Dormammu
Yeah.
or whatever.
It is hilarious.
He's got cover art from somebody, and I have to admit, I kind of want the Dormammu cover art.
Pretty sure it's Scotty Young's art.
No, I think
Is it not
it's
Scotty
not.
Young?
I think it's Lou, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, gotta say I do love the fact that Scotty Young has kind of found a niche. I don't like his Deadpool very much, but I very, very much like this. This is really good. It reminds me a little bit of the fun days of Doctor Strange when it was kind of, I don't know, because Doctor Strange got so serious and got so over the top, but
Almost
this is
preachy.
Yeah, but this is not. This is going to be fun watching these kids, have to team up, and Frost Giants dealing with Asgardians, the Asgardian twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So that's my 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if we messed something up, please reach out in the comments section. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share. Please, please, please get this out there for us. This is one of those things that we do that we want to help the comic book community. And if we totally screw the pooch, let us know. I think that's important.
Well, and the fact is too is sometimes people just don't know what to buy, especially if their comic book store isn't giving them the choice of buying previews and actually looking things up in advance. That's why we're here. We're here to help.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching, listening, tuning in. We appreciate
tuned.
you.
We got more.
Let's talk comics.